Thank you. Mr. Maguire, do you agree that the definition of a cover-up is an attempt to prevent people from discovering a crime?
I'd say that's close. I mean, I'm sure there's others one, but I don't disagree with that, sir.
And in the whistleblower's complaint, the whistleblower alleges that immediately after the president's call with the president of Ukraine on July 25, White House lawyers moved quickly to direct White House officials to move electronic transcripts from one computer system where it was normally stored to a secret classified information system. Is that right?
Congresswoman, excuse me, sir, I apologize. Congressman,
Is that what was alleged in the whistleblower complaint?
Congressman,
Yes or no?
all I know is that is the allegation.
Is that what, I'm asking you that. That's what's alleged.
That's the allegation.
And you read that allegation, and the first people that you go to after you read that allegation are the White House lawyers who are telling the White House officials who see this transcript and move it into a secret compartmentalized system. Those are the first people you go to.
Well, let's say a couple of things.
Is that yes or no?
Yes, but
okay,
also,
I'm gonna keep going here. So you get this complaint. Inspector General says urgent, credible. You have no wiggle room to not go to Congress, and instead you send your concern to the subject of the complaint, the White House. So did the White House tell you after you sent your concern about privilege, did they tell you to go to the Department of Justice next?
my team, my counsel, in consultation with the intelligence community inspector general, went to the Office of Legal Counsel.
So,
and we were not directed to do that.
And Mr. Maguire, you said that this did not involve ongoing intelligence activities. However, the whistleblower says that this is not the first time that the president's transcripts with foreign leaders were improperly moved to an intelligence community code word system. Is that a part of the allegation?
I believe that's in the letter, and I will let the letter speak for itself, sir.
Well, what can also speak for itself is that if a transcript with a foreign leader is improperly moved into an intelligence community classification system, that actually would involve your responsibilities. Is that right?
Not necessarily. That is, it is not underneath my authority and responsibility. And once again, this is an allegation that has been made, does not necessarily mean that that is a true statement.
And the allegation was determined to be urgent and credible by the Inspector General. Is that right?
Yes, it was.
So would you also want to know, though, considering that you are the Director of National Intelligence and transcripts are being moved into a secret intelligence system, whether other transcripts, perhaps maybe the president's phone calls with Vladimir Putin, with MBS of Saudi Arabia, or Erdogan of Turkey, or Kim Jong-un, would you want to know if those are also being improperly moved because the president is trying to cover up something?
Congressman, how the White House, the office of the executive office of the president, and the National Security Council conduct their business is their business.
Well, it's actually your business to protect America's secrets, is that right?
It's all of ours, this committee as well.
And if there's cover-up activity because the president is working improperly with a foreign government, that could compromise America's secrets, is that right?
Congressman, there is an allegation of a cover-up. I'm sure an investigation, and before this committee, might lend credence or disprove that. But right now, all we have is an allegation for secondhand information from a whistleblower. I have no knowledge on whether or not that is true and accurate statement.
The Department of Justice opinion you relied upon said that you are not responsible for preventing foreign election interference. Is that right? That was in the opinion.
What the Office of Legal Counsel did was over 11 pages render an opinion defining and explaining their justification for it not complying with urgent concern.
Are you responsible for preventing election interference?
Election interference.
By a foreign government?
Congressman, election interference.
I hope you know this answer is yes or no. Are you responsible for preventing election interference?
My election interference is
Boy, I really hope you know the answer to this
priority in
question.
the intelligence community.
Is it your priority, though?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so this complaint also alleges a shakedown with a foreign government by the United States president involving a rogue actor, as Mr. Quigley pointed out, who has no clearance, no authority under the United States, and an effort by the White House to move the transcript of this call to a secret system. Is that right? That's at least what's alleged.
Congressman, I believe that election security is my most fundamental priority. However, this complaint focused on a conversation by the president with another foreign leader, not election security.
I yield back. Thank you.
Thank you, Congressman.